On this week's GTA 5 o'clock, Illgotten Games Part 2 hits GTA Online next week. Firework launcher to return in Independence Day DLC, plus new radio stations coming to all platforms. It's all here on this week's GTA 5 o'clock. Hello and welcome to this week's GTA 5 o'clock. I am your host James Jarvis, and it's just me this week. Ian, Mr. Trophy Wilson, went to Glastonbury and hasn't returned yet, so I hope he hasn't fallen in a ditch. And Dan, well, you know, we haven't seen Dan in some time, so we don't know where he is either. But that doesn't mean we don't have a whole load of things to talk about on this week's show. So yes, the Illgotten Games Part 2 update is coming next week, and a second haul of high-end goods is currently en route to Los Santos' luxury shops and dealerships. You can expect the DLC pack to arrive on Wednesday, July 8th, and we'll take a look at a sneak peek at everything in a moment. But an extra special detail coming with that update is the previously PC exclusive The Lab radio station will be coming to all 4 console platforms with that update. This is the one that's hosted by The Alchemist and Oh No, and will feature tracks like Leave by Waves, Wanderer by Little Dragon, and California by E40 featuring Damn Funk and Ariel Pink. So do check that out when it drops and let us know what your favourite tracks are in the comments below. More details on the Illgotten Games Part 2 update will be coming soon, but for now we do know there'll be a social club event weekend kicking off on Friday, July 10th. And for all players who didn't get to experience last year's Independence Day DLC, in which we actually played Rockstar in a live stream in a UK versus US style battle and we lost horribly, but the good news is that that Independence Day DLC is returning and should include old favourites like the Firework rocket launcher, the Liberator monster truck, musket, and reduced rates in some of the shops during the Independence Day weekend, which in fact is this weekend. But for now, on to the Illgotten Games update and what we can expect in that. We'll start with the cars and the Coil Brawler. Now this looks like a good multi-terrain vehicle, good for handling all types of terrain, and it looks like the bumper and trim can also be changed colour, as well as maybe the roof section, so you can get some nice garish combinations going on there. Next up we have the Black Finn, which is a very classic looking car, offers a new body style on an old favourite. We've got the blazingly fast Pro Gen T20, which is said to be built from the ground up for quick getaways and street tuning. Now this could be one of the fastest cars in the game once it comes out, so it'd be good to put that through its paces. Great news is you can now represent your local custom shop with the Vapid Chino and put a Los Santos Customs plaque in the back of it. And I'm not sure if this is going to be available for other cars as well, but that'd certainly be very cool. And it's worth noting that the Chino is also a soft top. And finally, in the vehicle section, we have luxury meeting raw power with the Dinka Vindicator. This again has got a two-tone paint job going on, and it could be that this is also one of the fastest vehicles in the game. So hopefully we'll be able to compare this to the other motorbikes when we get our hands on it. On to clothes, and of course, as with any new DLC update, there's a wide selection of clothing and accessories going to be available at high-end retailers across Los Santos. We see a woman here wearing a very nice leather jacket, and there are some new clothing options in some of the other screenshots we have as well. Boats gets a quick update with Doc T's expanding its fleet with the classic Toro. And if you head to Ammunition, you'll get not 1 but 2 updates, and probably more when we get more details. The weapons you're going to get is you get a marksman pistol, which is extremely powerful and damaging single shot pistol. It's probably going to have a lot of high recoil on it, but will deal massive damage, so make sure that all your shots count with that one. And you'll also find the Knuckle Duster in Ammunition, which offers a personal way to connect with new friends all over Los Santos. This has been long requested from the community, and as a little touch, if you look very closely on the bottom of the Knuckle Duster, you can also see some pistol and rose symbols below the little finger holes there. So the 4th, as we mentioned at the top of the show, is this Saturday, so I would expect we can see the Independence Day DLC dropping maybe on Friday the 3rd to give you a chance to go and buy everything before the weekend's activities. And then we're looking at the other update, the Illgotten Games Part 2, hitting on Wednesday. We will have, of course, full details and a visual guide in next week's show. But until then, let us know what you're looking forward to most in the comments below, and we will see you next Wednesday at 5 PM GMT.